Crazy Man 919, Artist Snake Face. We back with another motherfucking video. Who do I got with me today?
Man, you got the Aloof, man.
How you doing, man?
I'm straight out the 910, you know, representing Richmond County,
Too hard.
Fayetteville, Hamlet, North Carolina.
Too hard.
All that shit, you know.
How was your 2024, man?
Man, it was a life-changing year, you know, trying to build up and get to another year, you know.
Any words of encouragement for anybody that might have had like a rough 2024 now that we in 2025?
It ain't gonna get too rough. You just gotta keep on going and keep working. That's all it is about, for real. You gotta keep going. Don't give up. That's all I'm gonna say, because it'd be fucked up out here, but you gotta keep on moving and striving and do whatever you doing, but do the positivity and put that at the forefront, for real.
How would you say 2025 been treating you right now? I mean, the year's not in, we really getting started, but how would you say it's coming for you right now?
I mean, well, I just had a birthday that passed. Like,
Happy birthday too, man.
Appreciate it. Just trying to figure out what I need to do and where I need to be, or like keep on doing the same thing that I'm doing, you know.
What would you say 2025 has in store for you?
New opportunities, better blessings, and different things that I want to do. Anything I want to do, the world is at my hold. For real.
And for the people that don't know, I know you were talking to me about the clothing brand, making clothes. What really like brought you into that field? Like, was it like as a kid you just like clothes? You just been a fly motherfucker since a jit? Like, what was it?
Look, I'm gonna tell you this story. I grew up in the 90s, bro. Like, in the 90s, back from like, and I remember this vividly from probably 1 to 2, 3 years old. Everybody was fly. Everybody in the 90s was fly. They was putting that shit together.
Too hard.
It didn't matter what you was doing or how you was styling or what you were doing. That shit was together, bro, back then. And I got that inspiration from my mother and my father. Like, they was fly. They was in streetwear. They would get formal. They dress appropriate, but
too hard.
Shit, different ways of dressing. Like, I seen that since a kid, and I always loved that shit, bro.
That's too hard.
That's
ain't gonna lie, that's hard. Any words of encouragement for anybody that's up and coming artists like yourself, as far as the brand or anything that's want to chase their dreams?
Just keep doing what you're doing. That's all I'm gonna keep saying, because as long as you do what the fuck you need to do, you're gonna get to where you need to be. As long as you keep waiting and procrastinating, you ain't gonna go nowhere. You gotta at least reach out and try to do it. If you tried and it failed, okay, that's one step, but it's another step too. You gotta keep on going, bro, because just because you failed don't mean you failed. That's just a lesson. So don't take that loss.
If you ever had one of the darkest times in your life, what like helped you get over that, and what motivated you?
I say one of the most darkest times of my life has been, I can't even say when, because I done had a lot of dark times, but the main thing that always got me over that shit is keep doing what I'm doing, grinding, striving, keep trying to provide, for real, because I got kids, so you gotta always provide.
Too hard.
You got kids, you gotta do what you need to do for them.
So when you do blow, what's some things you plan on like doing for the community? Like, what's some things you would love to do?
The different things give knowledge back, bro. I'm trying to give back. I'm trying to give back the knowledge to show people how to get it like I got it. Because it ain't always about giving it hands.
Words can do more than $1 ever could.
For real, bro. But it ain't about the words. You do gotta step and show and do certain things, but you just can't give it, bro. You gotta give it to the ones who want to get it, for real. You can't just give it out here to everybody, because everybody don't want it like how you want it. And once you see certain people out here in the world that want it the way you want it, bro, you won't even hesitate to give that shit to them, because you see the drive they got in them like you got in you.
Too hard.
For real.
So what's some things you would want to do? Like, you want to open up a store? You want to, you know what I'm saying? I know you want to expand with your shit. Like,
yeah, I always want to open up stores and different things, but like as the era has progressed and different things, like I really don't want to have a store now. I want to do everything on hand or online. You can meet me in person, or you can accept my business online.
Too hard.
I'm not trying to really have a storefront or anything.
So I see you hit with the fashion. You got that shit on. You got them your clothing brand. You got them building this shit. You know what I'm saying? But how would you got them put, like, for motherfuckers that they brand not doing too well? They not really, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers might hit them with the brand. Your shit not going, like, motherfuckers not really having self-motivation with this shit. Like, they really not.
Well, they got, one thing I was just telling you, like, bro, you got to study. You got to go back into history. You got to study the earth. You got to study everything. You can study
the culture
that's just around you. Like,
too hard.
Around you, and get inspiration, bro. Like, you can find a colorway for your next season off of something you looking at every day. Like we at the mall right now, I can take these colors and mix them up and do certain things with them into a certain flavor. You feel me? Like,
too hard.
That's you gotta be creative. You gotta be open minded. You can't be a closed minded motherfucker.
What's a underrated brand you would say?
Underrated brand.
We're gonna go name an underrated and an overrated brand. If you had to say.
I say an overrated brand right now, and I don't like to say this is an overrated brand because I tried to get a job with this brand. That's Denim Tears.
Okay.
They hit me back and everything, bro, like on some real shit. I was about to try to create, direct, and work for these people, but
too hard.
it just now you see they shit has done gotten to the point where they can reproduce that shit in the flea market or reproduce it at on the lowest scale.
Kind of like how they were doing Hellstar.
Anything
Okay.
like that. That's why I say I want to be that designer. You gotta meet me in person once online. You gotta know it's come from me.
They can't replicate your shit.
Can't be replicated. Bro. It's a lot of shit that won't be replicated with. Like,
so it's being a stylist, a designer. How do you stay hip? Because every generation change, fashion change. How do you stay hip to every generation, or how do you like to keep the people happy, to stay with the wave? Because every generation change. It always does.
Things do change, but you gotta understand this ain't nothing new under the sun, bro. Nothing new under the sun. The same shit, how people dressing today, like with the baggy and the flare pants and the crop shirts and shit like that. That's from the 70s. Like, you gotta understand how time evolved and different shit just come back around, bro.
Facts.
That's all that shit really brought, for real.
So with your brand and with your clothes, is your shit more on like the high end as far as the price, or more for the minorities that they can afford it, or you know what I'm saying? Because you got some motherfuckers that the price range, your shit could be hard, but the price range kind of determines if they really want to. Because you got some motherfuckers that want to be fly, but they can't really afford it. You know what I'm saying? They got to stick with that.
I feel that, and I feel that. And what's crazy, like, I do want to be up on the upper end as far as with the fashion, as far as like my shit's so rare. Like, I want it to be. It won't never be oversaturated. You won't never be able to see it and just anywhere and find it. Or if you do find it, say in a thrift store or something like that, that's a rare piece you better keep forever.
Museum.
Because it might make you rich one day. That's the type of shit I'm trying to put out, bro. I ain't really trying to put out nothing for. I mean, I feel my people who can't afford it and this and that, but my shit is gonna give you the motivation to work for it. Like, you gonna want, you like, damn, I can't afford it, bro. I gotta get my dogs up so I can get it.
Are there any designers you look up to or inspired by?
Only one I can say is Virgil Glow. Like, for real, I rest in peace to him. His ideology and different things, how he came up with the Off-White brand, which started from Ben Trail. Started from a lot of different brands he came up with, no vacancy in. That's the same, my man who came up with Denim Tears. They came together and they had no vacancy in back a couple years ago.
Nah, that's hard.
Nah, I look up to him because he's a black designer, bro.
Too hard.
Put that shit together. And I'm from North Carolina.
Okay, facts.
It ain't no way.
If you had to, not to cut you off, my bad, I'm sorry about that, but a dream collab. If you had to do a dream collab.
I can't really say. I don't really look up to other people, bro. Like, I don't have idols like in the game, but
would you collab with anybody as far as like your brand?
Okay. I would, but it ain't nobody really in particular. I collab with Nike, Puma, Adidas,
Supreme, Bay, anybody. Okay, it got to make sense.
Yeah, it got to make sense.
Okay. Too hard.
You got to be able to put the vision together. You know?
Too hard.
Got to be a good vision.
Too hard.
Other than that, nah, I don't see no who I'd rather collab with rather than one another. Nah.
Where do you see your brand 5 years, 6 years from now?
Still hidden, still low key, still you gotta know me just to get it. Like, that's how I want it to be. I don't want to be oversaturated out here in the market.
Would you ever sell your ideas to somebody? Like, if they wanted, like, say if your brand's hard, not if it is, they want your brand. Like, you know, some people that buy like your ideas, they'll buy your shit. Is there a ticket on it or?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. The price got to be right.
I definitely would sell my inventory ideas and my creative direction, but I need a percentage in your company. And
okay.
I'm doing, so I would definitely sell you ideas. So I got plenty of ideas. I got other brands that I don't even talk about or ain't even spoke of. So.
What about marketing? Yeah, you can have this shit. You can do this. Do you feel like marketing plays a big part in how you? Okay.
Most definitely. You got to get out here and really everybody say the social media wave is the way to market everything, which it is, but you still gotta get out here and get on the ground. You gotta let people see your face and see what you do.
Cause back in the day, before niggas was streaming, what was they doing? They was selling out CDs, passing out CDs. Some niggas still doing it.
Yeah, you still gotta do that. And this is still the same thing, but you just gotta put it all together with everything you're doing.
That's hard.
Being on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that. You gotta put all that together with what you're doing, man.
That's hard.
The more you do that, the more people gonna see your vision. You feel me?
Or would you say you're a family-oriented person?
Yes, sir. I'm very family-oriented. That's a fact. Like, God, I ain't gonna say how many children I have on camera, but I have quite a few. Yeah, I'm very stand up in all of their lives too.
I know you would love to see your brand overseas.
Yeah, most definitely. Look,
Okay.
That's a crazy thing, bro. Like my brand, my brand is Fifth, Fear is Fake, which it started from First in Flight.
Crazy name.
It started from First in Flight because North Carolina didn't have a brand. Like my mascot used to be the damn Wright brothers who started the damn aerial display of shit, and then I had the Pirates and the Pilots, which Blackbeard. Like, I use historical aspect with my brand, bro. Like that's why I feel
it got meaning to it.
Yeah, everything
that's hard.
has a meaning to
that's
it.
hard.
Like the Fear Straight brand, anything you see won't be written in regular like symbols, letters or anything. It's gonna be written in symbols.
That's hard.
Like hieroglyphs and petroglyphs, things like
hard.
that. That's how I do a lot of things, man.
That's hard.
You gotta know what it means to understand it. That's how I want to do things. It ain't gonna just be some regular ass shit you can just go see in the store. You want to know what you're wearing. I want you to know what you're wearing. I want you to study that.
Too hard.
Why is that on that like that? Yeah, you'll understand it. Don't mean the same thing as what they told you. It means something different.
That's hard. So, you say your name brand is Fifth, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Fear is Fake.
Okay, can you give us a little more on like the backstory where the name came from? What really, like, I know you just did again, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
it came from First in Flight. It came from First in Flight. Fifth is like an abbreviation for a lot of whole different things.
And how long did it take you to brainstorm with that idea? Like, where did that come? Like,
I came up with this in probably like 2009.
Oh, that's hard.
I was my last year in high school.
Okay, that's hard.
The First in Flight jumping. Then I just crossed it over to Fifth. It can mean family is forever, family is first. It can mean a lot.
So many meanings.
It's so many different meanings to it. First in fashion, it means a lot of different things. Like so.
That's hard.
We just kept it. I just abbreviated the Fifth, but Fear is Fake is the full moniker of it as far as like describing how I live and it's a lifestyle.
I know you would love to see your brand on a runway, just doing good things, going crazy. What about models, man? You looking for models or anything for the brand, or I mean,
I ain't really looking for models right now, man, because look, I'm still putting together one-on-one pieces.
Okay.
That's all I really do. I put together pieces one-on-one. Like,
is there a website we can go to, or
right
we gotta
now.
come see you personally?
You gotta hit me on the gram.
Too hard. What's the Instagram? Let the people know where they can find you.
Aloof the Atlantean.
Instagram name crazy. Everything crazy about him.
Yeah, for real.
Too hard.
Like, rare over here, bro. We ain't doing nothing regular average. We trying to maintain a high status.
That's hard. That's hard. So, if you feel like if you wasn't making clothes or doing the brands, what is something else that you would want to, you know what I'm saying, pursue?
Anything in the business field, whether it's selling a cheeseburger, selling
that's hard.
Fries,
That's hard.
Selling anything with business selling.
No, that's hard.
That's hard. Selling, bro. Like I'm about trying to get some money and make my people better. That's all I'm about, and that's a fact.
How you feel about the people that, they be humble when they haven't reached the top. Yeah, they regular, but some people get big headed. Some people change when they. How you plan to keep yourself grounded? You know what I'm saying? Because money do change people. Not necessarily saying it's gonna change you.
Yeah.
But it does change people. You know what I'm saying? When you got millions of dollars, $250 million, like how do you plan to keep yourself grounded?
You gotta look. That goes back to them days when you can remember you ain't had not a goddamn thing in your pocket, bro. You gotta keep that same mindset as far as like, shit, I can't. Even though you can afford, that's like you have a financial advisor or something. They gonna like, well, you do got the money to buy that shit, but that don't mean you can afford it. Feel me? So you gotta keep your mind like I'ma still grind the same way that I do if I do have money. I like to be in the thrift store.
That's
I like to be shopping.
Vintage drip.
I like that. That's my way of thinking because look, something I can go find. This trash that somebody threw away, that might
Treasure.
be a motherfucking treasure. Like you just said, bro.
That's
like,
too hard. I
millions.
ain't gonna lie, that's hard.
And then by me having that much money and I can invest in something so cheaper,
Mm.
why not do that? Why not do it that way? Like, people gonna see it, they like, damn, they gonna spend whatever. Cause that's like my second brand, not my second brand, but the second thing I do, I online sell. I do everything online selling. I thrift. I hit any spot you can think of up, and I find gems. Like, really, if you want to hit me up, my brand is a gold medal. But when you see the things that I find and come across, you'll be like,
that's too hard.
Like, for real.
I ain't gonna lie, I got this little shit where I'm starting up this little podcast. Like, we already got the mics, we got the whole little setup and all that, man. I really might need you like on like some special guest type shit, man. Like, so we can get this really like a quick interview. You know what I'm saying? Just I appreciate you for giving us your time, me and the viewers. But I really would love to have you on the podcast, have a sit down with you, talk with you. You know what I'm saying? Even get some merch from you too, by the way, bro. And goddamn become more acquainted on some business shit. You know what I'm saying? So, because I ain't gonna lie, I love your vibe, man. You a good person, man. Like, I love the way goddamn you got the gift of gab. Goddamn, I could tell, like, you know what I'm saying, your aura, you got them, you can do your thing, bro. You know, most niggas would be like, oh, you got them glazed and you riding, but as African Americans, bro, we need to give our people their flowers while they here. People don't know what we went through. It's so easy for us to hate on each other. Why we can't nurture each other, goddamn, embrace each other, make some money together. It's enough money out here for both of us. More than enough.
That's a fact, bro. We all.
I want generational wealth. I know you do too.
And that's the thing, bro. We gotta build our people up, and like that's the only thing I tell them. That's what I said. The money that I can give somebody else, they can take that shit and they can blow it. But the knowledge I can give you, that shit
that's
goes
more
than for a life.
But that's up to them if they want to take heat to. Cause what about the motherfucker?
Right.
Right.
On how you take it.
Right.
That's a fact. That's on how you take it.
That's
definitely a fact on how you take it.
And let the people know where they can find you again, man.
And you can find me at Aloof the Atlantean on Instagram.
Anything you want to say, man, before we close it out? Anybody you want to shout out? Anybody, whether they here or not? You know what I'm saying? Anybody you want to shout out, man? Any love?
I'm going to shout out everybody who's gone that I love, and I'm going to shout out the whole North Carolina. I'm going to shout out our state, because we about to be great. You already know.
It's crazy, man. We out.